Good morning, my dear student. The important tourist motivation. There are so many tourist motivation models we have already discussed in my previous videos. Today, I want to emphasize for our UGC native Gerald student for Dann model of tourist motivation. The Dann model of tourist motivation, Dann has given this model in 1981. In 1981, this is a very important point that Dann in 1981 is approach to provide a comprehensive view on tourist motivation. Mentioned that leisure is a considered is the most important source of tourist motivation. The LEISURE leisure is the considered to be most important source of tourist motivation. According to him, apart from the leisure, different tourist motive like VFR, visiting friend and relative, business travel sometimes dominate the main purpose of travel. So, principal element of tourist motivation, according to Dunn, the travel as a response to what is lacking a desire. This is a very important. Travel as a response to what is lacking a desire. What we have lacked. The tourist motivation may result in main characteristics of this element. The tourist motivation may result from desire for something new or different that cannot be provided in the individual home environment, which is not provided in individual home environment. Second important thing, first, the travel as a response to what is lacking it is. Main characteristic something new or different that cannot be provided in home. Second, destination pool in response to motivation. First, destination pool. What do you mean by destination create the attraction? Destination attract me in response to motivation to push. Motivational push. Individual push factor means need, want, and desire also motivate them. And this perception of the destination pull factor. The need, one desire is the push factor, and pull factor the external attraction. Motivation as a fantasy. Another important point, motivation as a fantasy. Individual one new experience which is not culturally acceptable in their home environment. For example, they want to get the news. As an example, gambling, drug, prostitution, flesh-trade business, new adventure, new experience. There's so many people have different people has a different types of fantasy in their life. Number four, motivation as a classified purpose. As an example, he has given the proposed the visiting friend and related classified purpose or leisure purpose. Next, motivational typologies. The different type of tourists may influence the motivation to travel. Motivation and tourist experience. This is another important element. Travel to place not visited previously. That is also create the motivation. And motivation as a auto definition meaning. The way in which tourists define their situation and response to them. The motivation is the auto definition. They the way in which tourists define the situation and response to them may provide the better understanding of tourist motivation. This approach is the same is a contrast to simply observing behavior as a mean to explain the tourist motivation. So there is so many motivation model under this section. Dann model is one of the important model. This model has given 1981, and this model is based on few principle of element, and laser is considered the most important source of motivation. So you can, I think you can understand that this model is one of the important model in our syllabus. So keep touch with this channel, and any queries you send me through message through your WhatsApp.